Welcome to the Haunted Tents Experience, build day 10. It's going on about 9:30 in the morning and I've already been out running errands. Truck's down at the garage getting the starter looked at. Just getting out here into the haunt. Swan's already been out here, putzing around a little bit. She got in and got all the flowers and stuff clipped out of here. Gardens need to be cleaned up yet. She's going to be out a bit later today, and we're going to be working on netting, hopefully, if she's feeling up to it. You know, I'm not pushing her with her health problems. So for me, we are going to be working in here, the water room. Like I ran you through yesterday's vlog, we got the ponds framed in so you can see the path that they're going to be walking. And Morgan helped me carry out all the fence panels. So today, we're going to get started installing fence panels, starting out with this display first, because once I get the fence panels in, I've got to get out here with my paint sprayer and spray all the wood. We want them all black. So we'll be working on that today to start with. I don't know if this will be the only display we do or if we'll be getting into all the other displays. Breakfast of the day. Since we do have a lot on the docket, fencing mainly, and that's going to take a while, we're kind of in a rush. So we're going to go sugar high today. I think it's just going to be a handful of peanut butter cookies and then a soda to wash it down with, and we'll get something more substantial later in the day, hopefully. If not, it'll just be junk food again. Something about setups, and it's just usually a lot of setup with junk food. And we're being watched. Kaylee's in the window. She wants to be out here with Papa. So she might come out a bit later today. Who knows? Well, we've made some major progress. It's going on about 2:30 or so in the afternoon. But the maze for the displays I have done, which is the Pirate, which is what this one is, Corn Hallway, Gypsy, Chain Hall, and Water Room, the maze is totally completed. Done, over with, finished. As far as the maze path. So I figured I'd show you kind of how the maze is going to go. You get those fence panels up and things are way more defined. Okay, I'm going to have to watch that. Sorry about that. Started the segment, got into the corn, and the corn turned the camera off. Shut the flap, and I wasn't paying attention. Sorry about that. We got it in here. Here's our next little fence piece here, and the scarecrow will go on the other side of it here. And come around the corner and we're into the Gypsy. And then we'll have the Gypsy all set up in here with the big round table, our Ouija board table, back in the back there. I'm not sure if we're going to do the Ouija board in it or not this year. I need a new Ouija board. And then come around over into here, into the chain hallway. And then we're going to have the stocks, the groom in the stocks, and the bride hanging from the roof in there. And then the rest of the hallway here will be chain. Then we get into water room. And this is all fenced in. I showed you this in an earlier clip. Now, next project. Especially in here in the water room. All the fence posts as well as the ponds need to be sprayed. Black, painted. And I've got to go through every place where I put up fencing and give their posts a coating of black. That I will do with my paint sprayer, which means I got to unpack a couple 100 feet of hosing so I can make it out here from the shop. And that will take a little bit of time to Ouija my way through the haunt and get things sprayed. After that, I'm not sure what I'm going to do. I should go in and work on the water wall, but I've got another project I need to take care of first. Just got a call from the garage. Truck's done. They're sending someone to pick me up. We went through all the displays. Corn, Gypsy, and Chain Haul are 100% complete as far as the spraying. I still got a couple spots in here that need to be done yet, and a couple of spots over in the Pirate. In fact, you can see that one pole there is not painted, but I ran out of paint. I'm out of black paint. So, what I'm going to have to do is go down and get more black paint, which I'll do on Monday when I'm running my errands. I'll be down by Home Depot. I'm not going to go make a special trip just for black paint. And it won't take long to spray that. 15 minutes at the most to do what I need to get done. So, I'm going to clean up. I got to get my air hoses wrapped up, put away. And then with the wet paint in here, I can't get in here and really weedy, and mow and stuff. I don't want to get grass in the paint. I think that would look a little tacky. So, when I get home from picking up the car, we're going to get out here into the shop, get it cleaned up, and we're going to start working on the water wall. Well, just got home from picking up the truck. It's up and running, and it was the starter. Before I went down to get the truck, I did get the water wall assembled. I've got a little trim work up here I need to do, run my jigsaw through there to clean it up. That'll be easy enough to do. But I also got the old grill out for the old water wall, and we're going to reuse it. I need to trim it down here and there on both pieces so it'll fit down in the hole this way. And then I need to cut the pipes off as well so I can move that piece up to here so it'll fit in there. Not too hard of a project, should go fairly quick. Of course, I say that and I'll be at it for an hour, but I will do that after dinner. If I can get this grill done tonight and get my little trim piece cut down there, we'll be able to flip this over and then get started on the fountain. Well, there you go. They're fitted in. Didn't take long at all. It was fairly quick. And I had a little slop in here between the two pieces on both ends, so I went through and trimmed that off. So that's all fixed. Now I can attach them and they won't bow. Basically had to cut about a foot off, foot and a half off, and then shorten the bars up. Now to hold these in, I just made a simple little toggle. Turn it that way, and the top comes right out. Put it in, swivel it down, and they hold in. So this stage is done. Now I need to flip this thing over, and it's fountain time. I gotta start laying out the idea I have for the fountain on here, but I need it flipped over for that. Well, we've got it turned over on the right side, and we ran into a problem. I got all my piping cut, upper section. I got two lower pipes coming down. Now the lower pipes on this side, that side, and the upper one, I'll be drilling holes in the pipe about every 2 inches. That way the pipe will fill up with water, and the water will squirt out the holes. That'll be the fountain on it. And then over here, I went and bought these. They're a test cap they use for testing, and you actually glue them to the inside of the pipe. I'm going to be installing these on the end of this piece, which will go into the T. That will keep the water from going out the side chutes. But I put the side chutes on, the original piping from the original water wall will be mounting on the side of the thing. I decorated it up a little bit more. But I ran into two problems. One, PVC, for those who have never done it, to glue it together, it requires a primer, which is what this is, and a glue. Open up my can of glue, it's rock hard. So I need more glue. Then I ran into another problem. my tees. They're big enough this way to accept the pipe. It reduces down on the nipple to a smaller pipe, so I can't connect these. So I am going to need to go down and buy the correct tees. 2 new tees. So I can get this all glued together. Which means I'm going to have to go to Home Depot tomorrow anyway. So if I got to go to Home Depot anyway, might as well pick up the black paint as well. So I'm going to have to hit Home Depot, get the tees, get the glue, and get the paint. So I'm not going to be able to glue any of this up tonight. I got all my pieces for the most part cut. Now the only thing I can do is on the back side of this pipe, I got to drill a hole for a 1/2 inch PVC pipe to poke through. And I will be attaching it and mounting it to the inside of the pipe, and that will be our fill tube that the pump will hook to fill the pipe. I can do that tonight because that's mounted in with 2 screws and a bunch of caulking. That way if I ever have a problem I can replace it. I don't want to glue it in. Because if I glue it in I'd have to replace the whole thing. So I can do that tonight, which is what I think I am going to work on now. And then I think we will be pretty much done for the night. Well, I was able to get one thing done. That's my fill tube. The pump will attach to a piece of pipe that I stick in there. But all it is a T. And I drilled a hole, shoved it up through the hole, and then I made sure I had silicone caulking on the back side of the T, attached it with 2 screws, and then caulked the heck out around the seam so it won't leak. So I figured I'd do that tonight so it'd be dry by morning, or dry by the time I'm ready to water test this, which won't be until tomorrow after I get the glue and I can glue everything up. But at this point I am literally as far as I can go with no glue or anything. I can't glue any of the piping or anything together, so that's going to have to wait till tomorrow. Okay, end of the day wrap up. Build day 10. Interesting day. I look back on it, I don't feel like I got very much accomplished today. We did get in and get the maze totally completed. All the fence panels are in. Got about probably 90%, 95% of all the painting done, the posts and the framing for the ponds and stuff. Still needed more black paint. I ran out. And we got all the parts cut for the water wall. Or I shouldn't say for the fountain for the water wall, as well as minor details taken care of. So we did make some progress. Tomorrow I'm going to have to hit Home Depot. I need to get glue so I can glue the pipes together for the fountain. I also need to get the right tees so I can assemble it. And if I'm going to be down there, I might as well pick up black paint. So if I'm going to pick up black paint, then I know what I'm doing tomorrow. Tomorrow I've got another added chore. I forgot to mow the backyard last week and it's getting really tall. So I'm going to have to mow the backyard. The grass out here in the front yard where the hahn is also really tall. And I can't get the mower in to mow it. So I'm going to have to use a weed whacker and do it pretty much by hand, which is going to take a little bit of time. So I'm going to have to do that tomorrow after I get back from Home Depot. After the mowing's done, we'll get the painting finished, and we'll get the pump assembled and done, hopefully. Hey, you got to see what I look like. Car headlights helped. Whoa, there you got a good look, and that was eye-blinding. But, yeah, I lost my train of thought. Mowing, painting, trimming. Got to get the piping assembled on the water wall. And once it's assembled, I got to get the holes drilled for the fountain portion of it, actually. And then hopefully we can get that thing water tested and into paint tomorrow. It's going to be painted a fluorescent blue. So we're going to do that. Past that, I don't know what we're going to be doing the rest of the week. So I know Sue Ann mentioned to me today about starting to bring some props and stuff out, at least some of the bigger stuff, the ship's wheel, the water wall, and what have you. And I'm kind of hesitant. I've got 2 spare sheets of plywood I could put up over the doorways to seal the haunt off so people can't get in and mess with stuff. So far nobody has. On the weekends we have been gone. I'm kind of leery. I don't know if we're going to do that or not. But there are some other projects we could do. I could get up in the attic and pull all the Halloween stuff down. We got a storage room now I can put it in. I could go downstairs and get all the haunted treasure stuff moved and pull the props out there. You know, who knows? But for right now, I've got the mowing, the painting, and the fountain to get done first before I get into even screwing with props. So, but that's on the docket for tomorrow, aka Wednesday. So I'm going to end it here. We're going to say stay spooky and stay toxic.